maintain peace, and contusions don't stop revolution, so there's no need for men in black, but there is a need for black men. Black men spinning around, sinning, sitting around, dealing around, chilling while wasting time. It takes time to waste time. Let's make time in a haste. I'm on a chase, not for the paper but for the knowledge, so I said peace to college so I could acknowledge the inner wisdom that was telepathically injected in me from the ancestors. So I stopped hanging with the buffoons and jesters, began to soar with the eagle, so now they call me the anointed clairvoyant, and I specialize in disappointing those who be exploiting my people. Right now I'm channeling Moses. For those it's gross anatomy, but you can't be mad at me, cause I ain't mad at you, no. Backstabbers will always stab and greedy gold diggers will always grab, but we don't always have to be ignorant. The way I figure it, you don't have to be dumb. You see, I come swift as I drop this gift and dispel about 400 myths for the 400 years and the 400 tears, but you know what? The beers is still enslaving for diamonds, while we over here copping ice, throwing away the wealth to these maggots and lice. Bloodsuckers of the poor, that's why I mark my door with the blood of the lamb. What are you investing your money in? As I pour these mental libations that liberate your soul, take control of your cerebellum and render you helpless, enlighten your cerebral cortex, astral project my hologram through the vortex and cause cerebral palsy. Who I am? Who am I? I'm from 7,777,000 light years from Earth. I call her Gia, the sentient being. Blanketed in Asiatic skin, I'm kin to some of the most archaic spirits. Don't get lost in my trochaic verses, cause I've got purses of anapestic, dactylic, and iambic rhythm. When I first incarnated to this three-dimensional plane, they had never seen such radiance. I had so much melanin that they called me Blackie. Thought it was wacky, cause you don't know I pack more power than an Iraqi missile. This I'll tell you. Even if you are a member of the 85% of deaf, dumb, and blind. Let me rewind and explain myself more clearly. Listen to the words that I am saying, not the body language I am displaying. Cause right now, I am soothsaying. I said, cause right now, I am soothsaying. Praying that this message and break free from the shackles that tackle your progress. Let your conscience run amok. Let your conscience run amok. Let your conscience run amok. Maybe it'll kick down one of those social constructs like time and space. For instance, time and space is a continuum shaped like an alpha helix. Please believe this. And right now we're on the bend, like debris caught in the wind. That's why the masses were afraid of the turn of the century. Yes, even you too. And no, I'm not gonna slow my flow, cause you're too simplistic to think. If you're stuck in your ways, it's time to become postmodernistic. I can be rationalistic, but I'd rather be realistic. I'm radioactive like rambunctious heathens in a fit of rage. Call me polygamous, cause I'm in love with knowledge, engaged to wisdom, and married to understanding. Respect from all three. Three is a magic number in sacred geometry. Born under the house of Cancer, so that makes me Cancerian. Part Pleiadian, part Syrian by blood, part light being by relation. Pet peeve, senseless conversation that lacks substance, nutrients, and essential vitamins, much like your Western diluted diet. I won't go there, I'll just speak my piece and be quiet. Sometimes I get divine revelations from praise and meditation. Don't you know know you're just a thought in the third eye of the great all, but you have a purpose. Stop following this circus and learn to think outside the box. There's power in prayer, enough to blow your socks clear off your feet. Master this art and you'll learn to defeat every weapon formed against you. Only then shall it not prosper.